Hey guys, thought this would be a nice little change of pace here. I'm actually on the beach. I'm going to do a knife review on the beach today. Let me scroll up here or pan up. As you can see, beautiful view. There's actually a private beach by my house. It's a Monday, and even though on the calendar it's spring, it's kind of chilly to be, hanging out on the beach. But it's just how I like it. There is no one around except for me. And I do like the beach quite a bit, but I'm not, in the summertime when it gets warm out and people pack in like sardines on the beach, that's just not my scene. that's not a relaxing time for me. But anyway, I thought it'd be nice to do a review here in the sand. We talk about the Buck Bantam, as you can see here. Nice cheap little knife. I'll give you some specs on this knife first. This is, by the way, this is the Bantam BBW. The BBW is the second smallest in the series. I think there's a Bantam Micro or something like that, but it's a different design. This is actually the smallest of the three in the Bantam series. I forget the other models, but this is the Bantam BBW. This has a 2 3/4 inch blade, which is now covered in sand. Careful, nice and sharp there. Overall, it's 3 3/4 inches closed. There's a lockback, as you can see here. And the big appeal of this one is it's super light. It's a thermoplastic is what the handle's made out of. Kind of like a Zytel, something similar. Maybe not as strong, but there's no chance you're going to break this. I mean, unless you purposely try to break it. But it could take a beating. You can drop it on the ground, it won't break. But anyway, the overall appeal is because it's kind of small and there's no liners or anything. It is light. It's only 1.5 ounces. The blade steel is a 420 high carbon steel, which is on the soft side, but I have to say Buck does one of the best jobs on the cheaper steels, like 420 HC, their 440C. They have a great heat treatment on their blades, and actually holds a decent edge. But for the price and for the size of the knife, it performs fairly well. As far as the price itself, you can get these as cheap as $10. I think yourcornerstore.com and maybe the Blade Shop. I think there's a couple other places you can get it for about $10. The most you'll pay for this is about $20. That's the most I've seen it so far, anyway. But it's a great little knife. I believe this is actually, for a while, this was offered in Walmart. So I thought it'd be a good knife to show you guys too. A lot of my younger viewers, you guys, I know you don't have credit cards to go out and order stuff online, or your parents don't want you ordering online. They're not comfortable with it. You can get this knife, like I said, most Walmarts. Again, like $15 or so. And I know having the opportunity to actually walk in a store and buy a knife is a lot easier than having to search online for it. And plus, you're not paying shipping too, so you save some money there. But great little work knife. I wouldn't use this for real heavy-duty stuff. Reason being is that first of all, it's not that large. For the real heavy tasks, you want kind of a larger blade anyway. But it's just good for kind of light duty. It's actually riveted. That's one thing I wanted to point out, is that it's riveted together. It's not adjustable, the pivot, or you can't take it apart. There's just 3 rivets, the main one, and then 2 body rivets. But if for some reason it gets loose on you, can always send it to Buck. This has just the tiniest bit of play. Not much at all. Nothing up and down, which is great. Just tiny side to side. But again, somewhat light duty. There is no pocket clip on this. That might be an issue for some people. I know a lot of you guys like to clip into your pocket. Again, being smaller, this is something you kind of just stick in the bottom of your pocket, or in a bag or something. But it does not have a pocket clip or the option to add one. There is a lanyard hole on the back there, or lanyard oval, I should say. And that's something you might want to add to this knife. You can see in my hands, I can only get a grip on this with the first 3 fingers here. Pointer, middle, and index. Index. Pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger. You see the pinky's kind of hanging in the dust here. Same thing if you had like a subcompact gun. You got to kind of tuck it under. However, if you do add a lanyard here, a nice thick little braided lanyard, you have something for your pinky to hold on to. But actually, the ergos on this is pretty comfortable. You got a finger choil right here, and then by design, on the bottom here, you have another kind of sweep, and then a third one towards the bottom here. So the fingers do kind of like rest in place. It is very comfortable to hold, I have to say. Jimping on the back is more for design and for look. It's not really functional. Actually, the steel on the back here is raised above the jimping, and it's very, very smooth. So it's more for looks than anything else. Double thumb studs, which is nice. The blade is marked China. This is one of the few bucks that are made out in China. A lot of guys have issues with that, buying, they want to buy all American, if you are American anyway. But it's not a real big issue for me. As many people say, quality control on a good company is good elsewhere. Doesn't matter where they're being made. They're making sure that, they're not sending crappy models out. So, overall, I have to say I really like this knife. As you can see here, I don't mind sticking it in, in the sand. I don't mind beating this up a little bit. It is a dirty knife. Although sand getting in the pivots wouldn't be the best idea with this one, just because you can't take it apart. But you can dunk this in water and then dry it out really good with a hair dry, pat it down, then use a hair dryer to dry it out. But I'm not afraid of getting it dirty. It's not that real expensive knife. I mean, it's still going to work fine for you, whatever you need to do. But I just really like this knife quite a bit. Again, great little beater knife. You don't want to use your real expensive blade to get in somewhere dirty, maybe working something with the car. You have to cut something in the car. You don't want to get car oil, all in your knife. If you're working with, I don't know, any kind of dirty conditions where you have that, $100, $200, maybe $300 or $400 knife, you don't want to break out. This is also a great little companion. Again, for 10, 15 bucks, you can't beat it. And Buck is a proven name. They've always had a very good product. I've never been disappointed with any Buck knives. As you can see here, you can flick it out nice and fast. It is not speed assist or anything. It's a manual knife, but it's nice and smooth. Overall, great little beater, affordable, and like I said, you could probably find it at your Walmart. So that's pretty much it. Just enjoying the knife. I was doing some cut tests before, but I forgot to put my camera on, and now I'm out of paper. But it is nice and sharp. You can get a decent edge on that 420. The only thing is, with a lot of use, it will wear faster than your better steels out there. But it's adequate. It's not bad. So that is the Buck Bantam BBW. It's definitely a good little bargain knife. I love it. I'm also loving this view. Let me bring it back up here. Like I said, fan of the beach, but not a big fan of a lot of people. Or crowded places. Actually, while I'm here, let me show you something real quick. Let me stand up. I want to show you I carted over my camera gear, and I'll have a review on this bag pretty soon. It's actually working out great for me. I've been bringing up to my grandfather's place when I want to do my shooting vids. This is a bag from CountyCom. I don't know the exact name right now. Originally, it was made for the military to carry around their folding satellites for communications. It's a fantastic bag, and it's working perfectly. See if I can get the light in there. It's working perfectly for a camera bag. It's fantastic. I got my, open this up for you a little bit. Sorry, it's windy here. But I got my Pelican 1060 case in here. Got my spare camera, got some battery packs, and then the camera I'm using right now will go right into this spot right here. And then my whole tripod just goes right in the bag right here with the camera. And there's an outside pocket here. I actually have my spare tripod in here. But it is made by Maritech, as you can see there. I don't know the exact name. I don't have it right now with me, but the information on it. But I will have a review on this in the near future. Working out perfectly. So, anyway, just going to enjoy the view for a little bit longer, and we'll head back home. But anyway, thank you very much for hanging with me and watching this new knife review. Buck Bantam BBW. Telling you, see it in Walmart, pick it up. You won't be sorry. So thanks for watching. Take care.